Hi friends, Caroline here, offering some notes and a rather brief, hopefully, since people seem to prefer something under 10 minutes, visualization for the new moon in Gemini. I'll link the exact start time in the description box. For the first minute or so, I'll just share some general downloads and essences I've felt into for this new moon. Initially, what I was really feeling was this ability to witness and gain access to perspectives sort of on all sides. There's an endless expanse of options, so to say, splayed before us, before me for sure, just sort of rotating around and luring me in. There's no sugarcoating, no glazed over eyes. This moon sees all sides and all visions in crystallized truth in a way that grants us a similar perspective. With Gemini, there's a crone-like ancient wisdom that is also felt in this new moon. There's a third eye perspective, third person perspective almost offered to us. And should we take the seat of the witness to all unfolding before us, the witness being sort of a seat with your spirit, your soul, your heart space, your mind's eye, where you're able to see all you are without attachment or label. You're just watching yourself go by. Should we take that seat, especially in these new moon days, with more devotion, if that makes sense, to witnessing, we can transcend and alchemize present ways and present opportunities in seemingly entirely new ways. These still feel like early days of treading water in the deep end of a new, more galactic, grounded Earth paradigm, but it's a time of adjustment, a time of mega shifts. Basically, after wiping the slate clean with the Scorpio full moon, we're now asked to reconfront subtly, in some ways, our ways of being and seeing once more. Sort of a final goodbye in many ways, and then embrace nothingness before all. It's a sort of paradox I'll probably touch on later, the idea of all and none being the same but different. Then the blanks will fill in themselves, this blank slate, rather than pushing and pulling to have it filled in with immediacy, with instant gratification. When we take the seat of the witness now, a flow state is open before us, and downloads and callings can come through, and we can rewrite pathways, neural and ethereal, physical and beyond, and so on. So, lengthy rambles today, but I'll now ask you to settle in, get comfortable, and we'll start our visualization meditation shortly. As you find a comfortable seat or lay back, or you can even move through these meditations, that can be really beautiful, especially if you're feeling sort of lethargic with the new moon energy. Too lethargic, so to say. For the first few moments here, simply settle into your breath. Begin to be with and in every inhale and exhale. Pause any external stimuli and step back. Begin to take the seat of the witness. Envision yourself sitting somewhere. It's an empty, open, expansive space. It's your blank slate, visualized, sort of materialized in your mind's eye. It's a seemingly endless space. Take a few moments and ground down here. Allow it to permeate your inner realm, your inner vision. After a few moments, you feel comfortable and you look down. Your hand is curled into a fist, either hand curled into a fist. You open it up to face you, unfurl your fingers, and there's a die in your hand, resting on your palm. Add some of your beauty to this die. Let it reflect your present state of being. You can paint it as a rainbow, maybe, each side dripping in recent rainfall, and then brush with sunlight as it turns, as you maybe spin it between your fingers. You are here, rolling this die for the time being, a witness, finding ethereal engagement in possibilities and potential pathways for the sake of your earthly experience. Our exercise visualization here will ask you to roll the die. You can roll it a few times over. And as you roll the die, you are testing the pathways. You're rearranging as needed and moving from a place of spirit where life force, prana, and breath guides you more so than materialized words and clearly labeled sensations. Your die need not be numbered. Your die can have 1,000,000 sides or 2. In essence, this moon is showing us the old habits and ways and offerings that are nearly ready to be cut off in full. In rolling the die, you are able to see where they're coming from. In rolling the die, you are able to see all and none possibilities before you. Take a few breaths and simply roll the die, focusing more so on your breath and painting this picture in your mind's eye than anything else. The die offers us space before filling in the blanks granted to us by the last full moon. Before moving to push rather than allow and wait with patience, patience being a tether, a cord of devotion to devotion, can you run some tests? Run tests without attachment. New downloads as they come through. They can be disguised as something that once served and was transformed, but the core of it still isn't the truth that resonates in this new paradigm of sorts. In what ways do new downloads and surfacing serve you and the collective? Gemini is very much a 1,000,000-sided die. In darkness, it's difficult to see, but tuning into this moon is like plugging yourself into the grid and seeing so far beyond yourself, it's overwhelming. So, slow down, roll the die, run the test. Do so in an ethereal way, non-labeling, as I said. Let your breath roll the die, as silly as that might sound. Trials are necessary and a powerful tool when we sit as witness. You can roll the die a few more times. And you can continue to do so in the days that come, the weeks that come, all through summer and eclipse season. Know that tethers will soon be cut in full for now. There's a sort of circling back before certain things pass us by and move on entirely transformed beyond us. Before the perceived all, the truth, the materialized visions come and rest with you, can you sit with none? Maintain loose attachments. These are fleeting glimpses, these rolled dies, and their numbers or colors or rainbows or raindrops. Glimpses of what is not for you before all arrives. It's a sort of paradox. I think Ram Dass talked about it once, how all is none and none is all. This moon shows us that in a million ways. We are working towards being nobody. Nobody often feels like a passing way of non-being. Similar to how you can have fleeting moments that can be likened to enlightenment, how these essences can sit in your lap and with your identity for a moment or a gust of wind, and then it's gone. This moon offers similar sensations. You're nobody and then you're somebody again, and so on and so forth. Given how tethers are being cut and new roots and blooms are on their way, in tune with summer in the northern hemisphere, this somebody that you link yourself to might feel unfamiliar, might feel as multifaceted as the million-sided die of our moon here. In rolling the die, you are able to witness all and none aspects of yourself. In dismissing with finality dated ways, habits, cycles, truths, and allowing them to transform beyond you, are you able to step into and beyond the new, bare, naked, cleansed, purified by solar beams, rainfall. This is a way of guidance, an ancient way, an earthly and galactic way, a way of seeing that all is none and none is all, and the two dance together in a million ways. There's more goodness linked in the description box. You're welcome to stay steeping self in mind's eye visions for as long as you'd like, but as you're ready to come out, begin to deepen your breath and part ways with your vision. You might jot some words down, you might move, anything that allows for downloads to expand or be expressed as needed. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for following the guidance of the moon with me. Sending you lots and lots of love. Blessed be.